Hey everyone, welcome back. It seems like every other industry is getting a tech makeover these days. But then there's real estate, still stuck with those old school commissions. Well, we're diving into a company that's making waves by saying enough is enough. RealtyVolution.com. They're shaking things up with a 3% commission, and we're here to see if it's the real deal.
Right on. Those traditional fees have always been a bit of a head scratcher, right? Like, where's all that money actually going? So let's break it down. What makes RealtyVolution different, and can they really pull off this whole 3% thing?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? RealtyVolution claims they can offer this crazy low commission because they've ditched all the unnecessary expenses of traditional real estate companies. But what does that actually mean?
It's all about technology, really. See, those traditional agencies, they've got tons of overhead, those fancy offices, huge teams, glossy brochures that nobody even looks at all those costs. They end up getting passed on to, well, you. RealtyVolution, they're running things mostly online. Cuts down on those expenses big time, and they pass the savings along.
Okay, that makes sense, but are we sacrificing service for those sweet, sweet savings? Because at the end of the day, you want someone who's going to get the job done. So let's talk about the services RealtyVolution actually provides. Their website mentions things like advertising, open houses, showings, even taking care of all that tedious paperwork.
That's key. It seems like they understand that people still want the whole 9 yards, even with a more modern approach. It's not like you can just throw your house up online and hope for the best. They seem to get that from advertising in local papers and all over the web to giving advice on how to stage your home to make it really pop for potential buyers.
Okay, so they're not skimping on the service. That's good to know. But we all know real estate is all about local, local, local. So how does RealtyVolution stack up in that department?
From what you've gathered, they're part of RealComp, which, if you don't know, is Michigan's biggest MLS. Covers a huge chunk of Southeast Michigan, meaning they've got access to a network of, get this, over 12,000 other agents.
Whoa, 12,000? That's a lot of agents.
It is. And it's not just about Michigan. They also make sure your listing ends up on all the big real estate websites. Realtor.com, Trulia, Zillow, you name it. Maximum exposure is the name of the game.
So you get that local know-how with a seriously wide online reach. Now that's impressive, but gotta ask, they're not exactly a household name like some of those big real estate companies. Does that hurt them at all?
That's the big question.
Yeah.
They're definitely a local player, focusing on Southeast Michigan, places like Lapeer, Genesee, Oakland, Macomb, St. Clair, Tuscola, and Sanilac counties. Seems like that's their bread and butter.
Couldn't agree more. And hey, if you're in Southeast Michigan and you're intrigued by what you've heard today, go check out RealtyVolution for yourself. Head over to their website, see what people are saying about them, and if it feels right, reach out to them directly. You might just discover the future of real estate.
And as always, knowledge is power. The more informed you are, the better equipped you'll be to navigate the exciting world of real estate and find the perfect place to call home.
Beautifully said. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us. And remember, whether you're buying, selling, or just dreaming of your next home, stay informed, stay curious, and we'll catch you next time.